Larry of Otaku Assemble, I am proud to bring you Totems Issue number 1 review. Let's get into it because I waited so long to review this. I'm excited to review this. I cannot wait to go ahead and get started. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this comic series took me by storm. I read this comic at least 5 times. So, if I'm missing something out, Larry, I apologize. I'm sorry, but I had to write my notes down because there's just so much stuff I wanted to talk about within this series and some questions that I wanted to ask you. And I think I have an answer to it, but I want to see if it's right or not. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first of all, let's focus on the characters. The characters. Now the characters are 1 Allison, 2 Nate, 3 Eddie, and 4 Carter. Each of these 4 individuals have their own personal problems that are going on through their life. So it's not like their life are kind of happy-go-lucky because each of these people have a specific problem. So let me go ahead and focus on one so you can kind of get an idea or gist of what I'm talking about. For example, Nate, which is the main character, he has a problem or an issue. It's not really a problem. It's more of an issue along the lines of that. His mother unfortunately died in a car crash, from what I'm understanding. And this affects him in how he views everything that's going on around him. Now, there's a scene that happens within this comic book, and his father says, well, why do you keep talking about Alex? Which Alex is Nate's, and he says, well, why not? I can't get over something like that. And, this is right. When your mother dies in any type of accident, or if she dies for any reason, you're not going to get over it within a year's time. It's just not going to happen. Because when stuff like that happens, it's a traumatic feeling. It's a traumatizing feeling. You just don't get over something like that. It's going to take years and years and years to get over it. Time only heals. Words don't. Especially in that case. And, you have Eddie, who is a person who loves to read books. He's very knowledgeable on books. He's very smart, educated, always in the library. He's always reading. So that guy's very smart. And you have Carter, who is very cool because, I look into these type of characters. They're not necessarily in one category. No category really defines him. Because he's kind of cool with the jocks, the kind of cool, popular people. And he's also cool with his own crew, which is kind of a mixed breed of a whole bunch of different people. So I love seeing that in comic books and stuff like that, in graphic novels and in mangas as well. And there's Allison. Now, Allison, I can't talk about it due to, if I were to talk about it, I would spoil it because that's a very key part within the Totems Issue 1 book. So that was cool. Now, the story, it starts off kind of slow-paced within the first issue. It's not too fast-paced, but it just gives you a gist of the characters, the school they go to, which is Dry Branch High School, and what some of their hobbies are. And I went over some of their hobbies, and but I didn't go over Nate's hobby. Now, let me focus on that. Nate's hobby is he enjoys swimming, so much so that he's close to actually kind of beating the main star, so to speak. But he's kind of struggling with that, and I can't talk into that either because I would spoil something. So, but he's very good at swimming. He has a passion for swimming a lot too. So yeah, so I mean that's basically what happens with that. Now, in the end or close to the end, you're gonna start to see these weird type of animals coming in and out of the comic series, and you're wondering, well, what is that? These are called spirits. Now, we don't know what these spirits are, and that was my question that I had for Larry. And it's right here. I said, apparently the spirits can talk to you. And I see within the series, I see within reading the comics that the spirits, they're giving some type of sign. They may not be talking directly to them, but they're giving some type of sign. But I said, what type of connection must you have with the spirits in order to talk to them? Because I remember reading for like the 3rd time that there was some dialogue, or there was a conversation between 1 or 2 of the spirits, and I think it was with Allison. So at some point you can talk to the spirits. Now, I don't know how, but you can. So here's my thing. Here's what I think. I said, could their spirits be their inner self, which will help them conquer their deepest challenges. And I think that's what will happen. I think once all four of these individuals, or three of these individuals, get a little more comfortable with themselves or find out who they exactly are, then they will be able to talk to their spirits, understand their spirits, and they will be able to use their spirits of how they want. Now, I know there's another person in this particular comic series trying to take these spirits away. Now, I don't know what his goals are as of yet because it doesn't really talk about him too much in the comic series, but I think that he definitely has a hidden agenda in this particular comic series. So overall, I have to say that I really, really, really enjoyed it. It's a wonderful comic series. It's really different. So I definitely see it going places. I definitely see a lot of people picking this up. Like I said, I'm going to talk to a whole bunch of people in my at my college. I'm going to let them know about it. I'm going to tell them where they could purchase it, and so, you know, because it's just really, really good. It's well thought out, and it's something that I would definitely love to keep reading. Now, let's go ahead and focus on the spirits and what type of animal. Well, what is it? What is a spirit, and what are they to these particular characters? Well, like I said, I think these spirits help these characters grow as an individual, and I think they answer a lot of questions that they have with society. Now, the spirits are also in forms of animals. So, Allison's spirit, which I told you I wouldn't give you too much information about her, but I will give you this. Her spirit is a snake, or a cobra, or some type of guardian snake. So it's in the form of a snake. Nate's spirit is a wolf. Eddie's is an owl, and Carter is a horse. Now, as you'll see later on in the series, or as you read the comic book, you'll see that these spirits start to come in a uncalled for time, but in a random time. Basically, that's when they come. They come at a random time you least expect it. So, in how they come, it's just so cool when you see it in the comic series. So, overall, guys, and Larry, I have to say that once again, it's a wonderful comic series. I need issue 2 bad. I need it bad. I need it. I don't know when you're planning on releasing it, but when you release it, send me the link and I'll purchase it. And I can't wait. So, this is Strapped Up 24's review of Totems Issue 1. Stay strapped and survive. Love you guys. Peace. Larry, wonderful job, man. Flawless. 10 out of 10. Loved it, man. Peace, guys. Take care.